This is our modern Italian culture project on the Peak Podcast because it will be peak. Hey, Sean, we're going to be
Yes, I
discussing
will.
uh,
Uh-oh.
modern Italian culture. Like, when you think of modern Italian culture, I bet you kind of like think of like, ooh, pizza, or like Romans, or fancy cars, and like those fancy brands that those rich people have, right?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think of like Ferrari and stuff.
yeah, that's pretty much our project. Is we're talking about kind of like the broad of majority of Italian culture. We're gonna be doing like the Renaissance paintings. We got Gucci, Ferrari, and Lamborghini, right? Got their really cool architecture. Of course, don't forget about their pastas, pizzas, all their different types of cheeses, and like their espresso coffees and all that stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Italian culture like is quite luxurious because it is luxurious. Like beauty has been like it is their like culture. Like they're really always perfectionists. They like make sure everything's perfect because like it is like their culture is like takes pride in like majority of just like being good at what they do. They like take a lot of perfection into their work and a lot of pride. But like they don't do things if it's not the best. That's kind of like that's like stereotypical, of course, but that seems to be like the majority of their culture is like they want it to be perfection, quality, and beauty. That's kind of their standards they go by. Yeah,
And they take pride in that?
yeah, they take a lot of pride in that. Like
Oh,
that's how
yeah.
we got like these massive supercar brands such as like Ferrari and Lamborghini and like a lot of famous paintings. Oh God, oh we lagged really bad. Anyways, we're good. Um, yeah, we got like really famous paintings, a lot of cool supercars, like a lot of fancy dishes and stuff like that. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
they take like statements in their pieces.
So Italian luxury, it kind of starts with the art. So
Yeah.
they're kind of their luxurious kind of style or way of life. It starts with art. So, for example, during the Renaissance, cities like Florence and Rome, they became major centers of art and creativity. So, like Michelangelo, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He made some pretty famous paintings, and like Leonardo da Vinci, he's a pretty famous guy from Italy. They all had like lots of beauty and detail and skill in their paintings.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's kind of what started this luxury perfectionist culture in Italy. Britannica says that the Uffizi Gallery has some of the finest Italian Renaissance paintings. So I took a look at those, and yeah, they're pretty cool.
Oh
And
yeah.
they all had like this really intricate perfectionist design, like I said, um, in most of the paintings. So that's kind of where it came from. And then where the fuck did I get up here? And then like why cars and stuff are like how they are today. You notice that how they're like they have to be perfect and they have to be like luxurious. It's kind of why. So
Yeah.
Renaissance art, it wasn't just like decoration. It was like a show of power and a show of wealth, status, and also showed religion. So like churches and cities, they were and wealthy families, they used art to show their importance. So like, even art today, we still see like rich billionaires buying like pieces of art for so much money. It's just to show how rich and powerful they are.
Yeah.
Same thing with cars, same thing with
Especially even like
houses.
still those like the pieces. Oh, I just ate a poison spray. But anyways, like still for like those pieces from the Renaissance or even those supercars, like they pay a lot of money for them. 'Cause, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
and
reason,
even
right?
yeah, even architecture shows this kind of like the minute details.
Yeah. And that could all date
So
like
yeah,
all the way back from in like ancient Roman. They always had like their architecture was like as we got the Colosseum and like other places in Italy is the Leaning Tower of
mhm.
Pisa. Like they have a lot of like architectural statements just in their country, eh?
And their what do you call it, sculptures as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so yeah, beauty was kind of like really serious back then, and it kind of influenced what we see today. I mean, Italian fashion, it uses the same ideas like art, shape, color, balance, drama. All these things are like put on a canvas, but instead of a canvas, it's a piece of clothing.
Yeah, like you were saying with the fashion and all that, like the fashion and designer culture is like one of the like the clearest examples of modern Italian luxury. Like Italian clothing is like, and also French as well, but like Italian clothing is like it's art itself. Like they, like you're saying, the human body is now the canvas. So like it's like moved from just canvases to now these designer products such as like you got, oh, good luck pronouncing them. Oh, I guess Gucci's the easy one to say, but like Armano and whatchamacallit. Anyways, besides the fact, like it's fashion's not just a part of like trends. It's like it is their culture on some of those things. They like go back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now we're
Oh,
saying like of the the canvas is now on like clothing, right? Like that it links from the Renaissance. Like they were always took pride in their art, and then that stuff too. And I cannot get off the rope. There we go. And then like so like they kind of took that, like they're stylish and all this stuff in their culture for being like perfectionists and better. So they like now it's like with clothing. Now we got designer brands such as Gucci, Armand, and cool. What was that? Why is this thing?
You gotta hear the prince from Pittsburgh.
Oh, so like I was saying,
Alright,
you
anyways.
can't be a fat frickin' chuz and break the bridge. No, they got like designer brands and fragrances and a lot of things that cost a lot of money, and a lot of that might be because it actually is that good. But it's like it's not necessarily about just how it looks. It's their culture. We have a rescue.
It's like what it represents,
that?
kind of.
I
What is
can't
that
pick that
rescue claw? Yeah, take that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so isn't it like kind of like what it like represents? So, like I was saying before, it was like a show of dominance. Like,
Yeah, it
okay,
like
I
it
got
was,
Gucci and you don't. It's kind of like
it was
that.
them, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
and they were also fascists in the past, but and that kind of goes into that Italian pride, you know. Like they're perfect, they're best. They do what they do, and that's what they do. Like they wear it, they drive it, they have it on their walls. Like it's Italy and how it shows Italy presents themselves to the world. They focus on like their colors and the shapes and how it all goes together, and that's why you got. Is Balenciaga French or Italian actually? No, that's French, isn't it? Anyways,
Is it
like
French?
stuff like that. Like you know how like all these things like Ferrari versus Lamborghini, or you got, for example, Balenciaga. Like, I don't actually know if that's Italian, but they really like they have their own statements. Like you're not gonna see that stuff anywhere else. Like that is Italy, correct? Like you don't.
Yeah.
A Corvette isn't a Ferrari. A Ferrari isn't a
Yeah.
Lamborghini. Like every piece has their identity, and same with like it's speaking Italian. Like the colors of
But
it.
Corvette's
Yeah, I know.
Corvette's,
That's why I was saying
it's
American
American, so-
because it's American, I believe. Right?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
Lamborghini, they're different, like different hemispheres, kind of.
Yeah. You go into like a Sephora or a Shoppers, like the main brands that like that really speak out to you is like you see Gucci, you're like ooh. You see Prada, you're like ooh. Not even just say about that. Like you have like sorry, excuse me. Like you see like handbags or shoes or sunglasses or clothing. Like you see Gucci, even if it's like on sale or a thrift store, you're like, I need that. I don't care like if it's like looks good. You just want the name, right? And like so, it's like that's the Italian style. That's the neutron style. So like
So that's kind of like how they think.
it's their name, you know. Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's exactly how they think, but it's like I don't know. You have that aura just coming from it, you know. Like you see someone
Yeah.
wearing Gucci, you're like, oh, they're rich.
So basically, they're like big on aura. Like here, it's pretty big. Like it's not that big.
Yeah, like
It's
have you
kind of
seen like
not-
the
yeah.
Italians having like a great value brand? No, they got Gucci.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like it's like that's their modern kind of Italian art as well as like is their designer.
On one of our research articles, I found a cool quote. It said that Italian luxury is all about emotion, heritage, and exquisite craftsmanship. That quote that I just said before you fell 50 feet, explains why luxury, like Italian luxury, feels meaningful and it's not just like some random bullshit. So yeah, it connects products to like the emotion of history, and the skill to work also means something. It links to food. So Italian chefs, they often treat food the same way they treat like art or like the clothes that I just talked about. They really care about the presentation.
Yeah, Italian cuisine, like I would say it's probably one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing that like, when you think of Italy, like you think of the spaghetti, the pasta, like all the pizzerias, and ice cream, and ooh, ice cream's so good.
I know.
Anyways, like I was saying, like Italian is like really like a tradition there. It's really big culturally. Like they have like a lot of like family stuff with like food and traditions, and like it's like a social thing, right? Like I'm sure like you have dinner with your family and all that. Like I was waiting on you and you're having dinner with your family, and in a bit I'll have
Yeah.
dinner with mine. Like it's a social thing, right? And I know Italians like really put a lot of pride into their cooking and food and all that stuff. And like yeah, it's like its meals are like spending time with people, not just eating quickly. Like I know when I go to a restaurant in Italy compared to here, like here if you go to a restaurant, like they're like you pay the bill and you leave, like they want you to leave so they can get the next people in. If you go to a restaurant in Italy, which they like. It's actually kind of weird if you take like if you leave quickly. Like you're meant to take your time there. You go to a restaurant, you're just like there to yap and talk, have your alcohol drinks or even just normal drinks. I'm gonna go get this briefcase. The restaurants in Italy, like that you're meant to take your time. Like, it's like weird if you don't. And my mom has one of her best friends lives in Italy, so we've been there a bit. And yeah, every dinner, like, it's like really about just spending time with each other. Like dinners can almost last even like 2 hours or 3 hours. Like it's quite long. Like that would just be like maybe like a Christmas dinner with your family. It might be that long, but no, like this is like a daily thing. Like, or like it's like a really big part of like culture for them. That's why I would say like when you think of good food, you're thinking like Italian and stuff like that. Cause like, oh, I can't get up this hill. I have too little stamina. Um, but yeah, like in the northern Italy, it's like really connected to foods like risotto and polenta. In southern Italy, it's more like tomatoes,
Here,
olives,
come over
and
here, come over here, come over here.
seafood and pastas. So like yeah, Italian food got mainly known was from immigration, and over time people modified them. Like you got Americanized types of Italian food and so on. You know, real Italian dishes like really focus on their simplicity and their quality and their like the meaning of the dish. You know, like
Yeah.
like it doesn't need too many ingredients. It just needs to be made with like what's the word, love, or like really cared. Like you need to care about like the work you're trying to do, right? Like that's
Uh
what makes it like
Wow.
the simple pasta dish can like feel really high quality because it's not just like about the ingredients necessarily, and so it is about the
It's
ingredients.
not
It's
just
not
the
just
food;
like
it's the
about
meaning behind
the
it.
many different ingredients. It's about like how it's made,
Fuck.
right? Like it's the
Yeah.
chef. It's like
Yeah.
about they made it with such good quality and perfection that like, that's why it's good. That's why you can have really bad Italian food, but like when you have good Italian food, it's good Italian food, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Like authentic, made in Italy, like it means a lot because it's culture and like tradition, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Italian. Like just like how like when you have like something that says made in Italy, you're like, ooh, that must be made good. Or you got a car and it's like made in Italy, you're like, ooh. Or like you got a piece of clothing, you're like, oh, this is good quality. This will never break because it's like it's made in Italy. It's horrifying me.
So Italian business culture, it often depends on reputation and trust. So like this is really true in luxury goods and cars. We see this in cars, right? We see that
Like the
like lots of
movies.
Italian businesses, like businesses, you know how Ferrari to kind of protect their name and protect their tradition.
Yeah, like I heard if you mess with a Ferrari, you're getting sued.
Yeah. So like this one guy, like made a Ferrari, so he put like a big wrap on it. Not a wrap, it was a paint job
Was
of a
it?
neon cat.
Was it? And I know. Have you watched Whistle Diesel at all?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, I think I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Are you hungry or
I
you
said
have a lot of
no.
pain or what?
I ate the fireberry.
I did too. I was gonna tell you don't eat that because it
Okay.
burns.
Anyways, so yeah, like they protect their names and their region and tradition. So this is just because they had lots of pride in their work, just like food, just like clothes.
Yeah,
It's kind of embedded in their culture. 'Cause it's like they're artists and they're trying to protect their work.
yeah,
Uh, and they often tell a story, they're not just an object. So like again, connecting to paintings and how old paintings always had a story. They weren't just like in drawings for fun. They weren't just doodles. Uh, a Gucci bag, it connects to fashion in Florence and craftsmanship. A bottle of olive oil, it could connect to a region or a farm or a tradition. A Ferrari, it just isn't, like I said, it isn't a car. It's connects to the racing design that they have, and it's their pride. So like, uh, they used to um, they used to race with Ferraris back in the day, and it was a big source of their pride, and it still is a big source of their pride. So that's, Ferrari has a really deep meaning. A car is, it's not just a car. Made in Italy has a really strong luxury image, like you said before. So
yeah.
lots of people, they connect like their whole family lineage to these companies, and it just shows that they're really good companies. So this is a big part of their like pride and their reputation as well. All right, so we just died.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of sad, but that's okay. We're back here, and we're ready to finish this off. So, like I was saying before, we got annihilated. Italian culture, your mom's friend's culture, we trust and reputation. And a family or brand name can actually become a part of that product's value. So, like you said before, Gucci. Gucci is valuable because of the name, not just because of the bag. The name is valuable. It's like currency.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of this culture kind of protects that luxury image. If a if a product is connected like to a family name or a famous brand, quality has to stay high. It has to be like top of the top quality. Because bad quality things could damage reputation that has been built for so long. Like you can see Ferrari. Ferrari came out with their new Luce SUV, and it
Oh
looks like
yeah.
shit. And yeah, it's like full SUV, full EV. It has no soul. Like I don't like it. Not many other people like it. It's not like a Ferrari car, so it kind of damaged their reputation that they built for years and years of make good cars.
Yeah, like automotive, uh, like industry in Italy is like very cultureful. They're like it's like a moving sculpture that you can drive. It's like pretty cool. Like you got like the Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, and like all those other companies. What are they called? Anyways, I have a whole list of like what they're actually called, but they like they're built to like create emotion and like you feel the car, right? Like I'm sure like
Yeah,
you
like you
hear a
feel
Lamborghini is different. You drive a Lamborghini, you are the Lamborghini. Like
exactly.
they feel exciting and they look exciting. They're like made to look how they are. Like you got a lot of them take pride with F1 cars and all that. Like Ferrari was just trying to do race cars, and they started building road cars so they can fund their racing. They were the one of the very first road cars with a full-on V12 in them. And then they realized that if they want to actually sell it to the people, they put in like V6s and V8s and really like just peaked performance on those cars. Same with Lamborghinis, they have those V12s in them, and then they just put in a V8, and same thing. Like they're competing with all of each other. They're like competing for the best title, and that's what they're always doing. I'm gonna bring up like think of fancy cars. Just list off as many as you can think of.
Lamborghini, Ferrari. I don't know what else. Like really fancy cars.
Yeah, like when you think of like a
Bugatti.
luxury car, like think just start listing some.
Yeah, so Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ferrari. What else? Luxury cars. What's it called? The really expensive cars. Yeah, like the custom sunroof and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot what they're called. Rolls Royce. That's what they're called.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, those are like all luxury cars.
yeah. Well, anyways, like a couple of those, if not most of those, are Italian cars. Like you got Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Paganis, all those ones. Like
Pagani's, I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're all like they're like the best of the best. Like when you think of a fancy car, that's your fancy car. Like they're all like
Oh, yeah.
Italian cars. Of course, a lot of them could be other places. Like Koenigsegg is Swedish and some other things, but still, like a lot of like a big chunk of it what is Italian cars, and I think that like has something to say for their name. I believe they're often seen as dream
Like the
cars.
Italian name?
Hmm?
Like the Italian name? Or like, what do you mean by that?
I don't even know what I said. Anyways, like they're often known as like dream cars, right? Like they're supercars
Yeah.
or hypercars. Like you dream to have one because it's Italian. Like they're connected to like wealth, performance, beauty, and national pride. Like for example, Ferrari, like their main red color is signifying as Italian racing color. So like they're putting their country just written all over their car. Like and then Lamborghini, actually I don't know much about their because there is kind of like a yellow hay. I think they just
They're bright colorful, so they have like white, red,
Yeah.
green. They're also Italian colors.
Yeah, you're right. And like Lamborghini, just it sounds kind of Italian too. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
Information came from like history in paragraph one. Is like Lamborghini is like one of the most recognizable and desired automotive brands in the world, right? Like I'm sure as a kid, like you're talking about dream cars with your friends and all. You're like, I'm gonna get a Lamborghini, because like everyone knows what a Lamborghini looks like. They have the most like one of the most recognizable designs in all the world, right? Like you can see a Lamborghini from a while. I've seen a Lamborghini in Vancouver, and there's definitely no mistaking that that is a Lamborghini, right?
Yeah, it's an Italian car.
Yeah, like it's an Italian Lamborghini. You can't mistake it with a Ferrari. It's a Lamborghini. Like
Exactly.
it shows that like they're a symbol. I don't know. They're just not just machines. They're like a piece of art. They're made with like care. They're made with thought. I don't know. They're just like a piece of art.
So why is Italian car culture like this? How did it become this?
Probably because like of all the racing. Like Ferrari's like main goal, like I said earlier. That was an example of how Ferrari V12 sounds. Anyways, so like Ferrari was like big into F1 and racing, just destroying people. And when they got smoked by Ford, when like I'm sure you've seen maybe the movie Ford versus Ferrari. It's a really good racing movie, but like it's all showing about the racing. Right? Like they're still in F1 big. It's like some years they dominate, some years they don't, but usually it's because of the driver, not gonna lie. Like, I don't know much about F1s. I'm sure in our class there's a lot of F1 nerds, but anyways, like Ferraris is always known to be an F1, like Formula One or racing or just everything. Like Ferrari's always trying to put their best into the racing culture, and that's kind of how their cars, like, they have the money to. They need the money from the supercars to keep up with the F1 and continue keeping pride to their name by dominating their competition. Quite a literal race.
I gotta shit myself. 1 second. Oh, alright.
I'm leaving that in.
So, modern Italian culture is like this because of many different parts of history, and it's all built onto each other. And it creates this kind of style that they have today.
No.
So it didn't just come from one thing. Like we said, art, fashion, food, cars, it all developed around just, like, kind of similar values. So the Renaissance, for example, it made beauty and skill, it made it really central to Italian identity. And it showed faith, intelligence, status, beauty and importance, all the stuff I talked about earlier. And fashion kind of brought that into the modern life. So, luxury brands, they turned Italian craftsmanship into a global image. Cuisine protected local and family traditions. That, with the luxury idea or the luxury image that's been portraying, kind of made Italian culture itself into kind of a luxurious culture, right?
What? No way.
Business culture, it helped protect the image. So yeah, like I said, this luxury idea that Italians have, it went into their, like, base culture, and then now everything Italian looks luxurious. These cars became like symbols instead of just cars. So like when you buy a Honda Civic, you don't really give a shit about it. But when you buy a Ferrari, I mean, it really means something because it's a show of status and a show of
My
pride.
game just crashed again.
Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, made in Italy became something more than just made in a country. It was connected to style and it was connected to quality. Italy feels luxurious because it takes its old tradition and it adds beauty and focuses on quality, and that those minute details that are perfected really what's the word? Puts Italy on a golden pedestal. There we go.
Oh, damn.
That was tough. Yeah. So you want to wrap it up for us?
Like, Italian culture is not just about being fancy or having pasta or all that, even though it is. It values its perfection, quality, history, and pride. You can see all this stuff that by being in their paintings, their clothing, their food, their businesses, and their cars. Like, you can, like, if you ever ride in a Lamborghini, you can just feel it. When you eat Italian food made by someone that cares, you can feel it. Like, I don't know, you can feel the Italianness. It's just pretty cool. That's why, like, Italian just has such, like, a unmasking aura to it. I don't know. It's Italian, and that's what represents Italian cultures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think represents Italian culture the most? Like food, fashion, art, or cars?
Nah, well, I mean, when you think of Italian, I think personally of their cars and food, but honestly, it kind of is all just Italian art. So I think it's kind of their art, because if you think of art, it's made by emotion. It's made by same with their architecture too. But it's made by emotion. It's made by how people perceive it. It's made by their pride, right? So it's everything they do is just art. So I really think Italian culture is just their way of art.
That's cool.
Yeah. Peak podcast. Oh.